Well, as you seen in my last video, I had problems with the spark plugs. They were just barely touching the tip there on the hooker manifolds. I loved the look of them, and it looked like a great flowing set of manifolds, but obviously I couldn't use them. So I ended up going with a set of jigs, you know, the old Corvette style ram manifolds. Let's get them on, see how they fit. That looks pretty good. Now if I can find some old Corvette early 60s spark plug wire looms. Keep the plugs hidden down here, and they actually have little heat shields on them too. I'll have to do some looking around for that. Right, now that the motor is still out, I'm going to go ahead and mount a few things. I'm going to do the water pump. I got a block off plate for the fuel pump. I'm going to do that as well. So go ahead and get started on that. Install my flywheel. Went ahead and took it off the motor stand. I left the cradle on it, because after I'm done here today, I'm just set it down on the floor. But calling for 65 foot-pounds of torque. I got my flywheel bolts and my blue thread locker. That pretty much wraps up today. I gotta head out, go grab a cart, and drop it off at the shop. Oh, flywheel's on. Headers aren't tightened up yet, but water pumps all tightened and torqued. Flywheel's tightened and torqued. Fuel pump block off plates tightened and torqued. And what I'm hoping for this weekend is torque converter, transmission, bolt that up, and then I gotta bring the MIG welder out, finish welding up that cross member. That'll be done, and set her in. Oh, I got some fuel lines fittings coming, so I need to go ahead and cut out all this fuel line as well. All the old fuel line. There was an old electric fuel pump on there just to prime it if it sat over, a few months or so. I got a transmission linkage coming, and then I'm gonna have to build a bracket for the throttle pedal, but that'll be once the motor's all in, and you can see what we can do with that. So I had a buddy, he ended up giving me a torque converter for this project, and we drilled a hole in it, drained it just to see. It had fluid in it, said it was lightly used and had a little water in it. And I decided, it's everything else, transmission's fresh, motor's fresh, might as well do a fresh torque converter. So I actually looked up the number on the one he gave me, and it had a sticker on here, Florida Torque Converters. This is the new one. And I called them up and told them what I had going on, what transmission, 200 4R, and they had one in stock. The oil pan is a little crusty for the transmission, so I was surfing the internet, and oil pans, $300 and up. Found this eBay. Guy had it up for auction, and nobody had bid on it. With a B&M drain plug, $25. Thought that was pretty decent. So I'll get that swapped over too. So the other day I came out, jacked the rear end up, dropped the fuel tank, got it down here on the ground. I went ahead and changed out my fuel sending unit. When you filled this sucker up before, if you had that sucker slap full, it would actually drip, and the fitting on the old one here was leaking here as well. So I actually had to order the 3/8 nipple that goes in here, so it'll hook to our Teflon braided fuel line. Eventually I would like to do the bigger tank with the sub pump in it, or sump pump. I think that's probably the way to go, Also get a little bigger tank. I think they have it in a 15.8 gallon tank. This one is only 13 gallons, I believe. Doesn't really get you too far. So we'll see how efficient this fuel injection is. So far it's been a fun project. I wish I could spend all day every day cracking at it and knock it out quick, but little by little we're getting there. I plan on tackling a lot of stuff this weekend, so hopefully get you a good video this weekend, give you an update and show you how we do a few things. Thanks for watching.